At the same time, red flag. What are the red flags for spotting a Machiavellian?
So for spotting a Machiavellian, you're going to, if they're really strategic and they're really good, you're going to have to be lucky. I hate to say it, but if they're cultivating information, they're asking personal information, if they're not sharing back that same level of information, or there's no way to verify the information they're giving you, if all the deals they want to do are verbal, those are red flags. So I actually was a candidate for a trial consulting case about a year and a half ago, where they had basically a Ponzi schemer, and they were trying to identify this person's nature. And they rhetoric, or the prosecuting attorney kept saying, and he would leverage his girlfriend's brother, he would leverage his sister's husband, he would leverage any social relationship he could to cultivate investments and money, and nothing was ever in contract. Always in a bar, a coffee shop, a back room. It was always handshakes and verbal agreements. He left no paper trails whatsoever. When somebody is reluctant to put something in writing, that's a big red flag for Machiavellianism. When somebody is reluctant to have you verify, take the time to verify, you want something documented that could be record of something, that is a big red flag. If somebody doesn't want to go on the record, huge red flag. And that would be the best way, I'd say, to protect yourself from somebody high in Machiavellianism. There's a phenomenal prosecuting attorney that I'm friends with named Kathy Phelps, and she wrote a book on protecting people from Ponzi schemes. And one of the key mantras of her book, she keeps harping on, is if the person is irritated by your taking the time to verify, somebody's irritated by you taking the time to background check, because the irritation, a person who is on the up and up will understand the need to protect themselves. Somebody who is trying to force you or cajole you or strategically walk you into an agreement that they don't want verified, that is a huge red flag to pump the brakes. And even back to the story I told you about the sergeant that called me, when I started pumping the brakes, there was a sense of irritation. When I said, wait, we need to walk through. Hey, look, I need to do this now. That's that rush, that scarcity, that here today, if you make a deal with me, you can get out of this, but this expires the second I hang up. Big red flag. No law enforcement officer can do that. Most business deals, it's not exploding offer as of 15 minutes from now. You have to, they're using these manipulative tactics, and Robert Cialdini, obviously one of the masters of influence research, says there's 6 key tactics people use. The scarcity is one of them. It's here today, and this is going to disappear if you don't do what I say immediately. Big red flag. So again, I would say a misanthropy, a lack of trust in humanity in general. If they're gossiping about other people to you, big red flag. Just like we always say, if somebody cheated on you, slippery pickle of the 3 in terms of keeping their dumpster fire quiet until it's time to unleash it. But those are the best things I could possibly give. Yeah.
Yeah. And on the hurrying one, another flavor of that can be done too is, rather than the brandishing of anger and trying to push you that way, is to play the victim. Oh, I thought we already agreed, where are you on this? I really need you. I've already put down the money,
That's exactly right. Or why are you doing this to me? I thought we were friends. I thought you trusted me. Playing that guilt is a huge tactic among Machiavellian individuals. And they'll play morality too. They'll say no honest person would put me through this. No, why are you, shame on you for making, those are all absolutely, Brad. That is a really good observation. And they'll turn it back on you. They'll play on your guilt. They'll play on your emotions, because one of the things that even back to the 1970 book they show is they do best when emotions are involved, because they stay emotionless, but they feign disingenuous or selective outrage. Why would you do that to me? Or they're pretending to be offended. They're not offended. It's strategic. And they're trying to get you to feel guilty, you to feel moral emotions to do what they want. That's exactly right.
To go even deeper on these ideas, you can watch my full episode using the link in the description or the box on the screen.